Good evening and welcome. It is wonderful to be here with you all today. I'm Dr. Monique Rocca, and I serve as Warner College's Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. By authorization of the Board of Governors of the Colorado State University System and the Colorado State University faculty, I declare the 131st commencement of the Warner College of Natural Resources and the 140th commencement year of Colorado State University to be in session. To begin our ceremony, please stand and join Maddie Flanagan from the School of Music, Theater, and Dance in singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated.
Good morning, or good evening, sorry. I'm Dr. Ricky Frierson, and I serve as Warner College of Natural Resources Associate Dean for Diversity and Inclusion. As a land-grant institution, Colorado State University honors the indigenous inhabitants of our local areas by opening this event with our University Atlanta Acknowledgement. With this acknowledgement, we recognize the long history of Native peoples and nations that live and stewarded the land where the university now resides. And we also recognize the importance of raising awareness of the contributions that indigenous peoples make in natural resources, research, education, and management. As the College of Natural Resources, we strive to provide a voice for everyone impacted by natural resource policies and aim to ensure multiple perspectives are considered in decisions that affect our environment. Please direct your attention to Colorado State University's land acknowledgement on the screens above the arena, which serves as a reminder and call to action for building inclusive excellence within our associated fields of natural resources.
Colorado State University acknowledges with respect that the land we are on today is the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Arapaho, Cheyenne, and Ute nations and peoples.
This was also a site of trade, gathering, and healing for numerous other Native nations.
We recognize the indigenous peoples as original stewards of this land and all the relatives within it.
As these words of acknowledgement are spoken and heard, the ties nations have to their traditional homelands are renewed and reaffirmed.
CSU is a land-grant institution, and we accept that our mission must encompass access to education and inclusion.
And significantly, that our founding came at a dire cost to Native nations and peoples whose land this university was built upon.
This acknowledgement is the education and inclusion we must practice in recognizing our institutional history, responsibility, and commitment.
Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce our platform party. As I introduce each person, I will ask them to rise and remain standing through the introductions. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Dr. John Moore, Director, Natural Resource Ecology Lab. Dr. Kevin Crooks, Director, Center for Human Carnivore Coexistence. Dr. David Anderson, Director, Colorado Natural Heritage Program. Matt McCombs, Director, Colorado State Forest Service. Nicole Stafford, Director, Environmental Learning Center. Mr. Rocky Coleman, Master Instructor Emeritus, Department of Forest and Rangeland Stewardship. Dr. Ricky Frierson, Assistant Dean for Diversity and Inclusion, Warner College of Natural Resources. Ms. Katie Newland, Graduating Senior, Department of Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Emily Whitehat, Alumnus, Warner College of Natural Resources. Dr. Rich Conant, Head, Department of Ecosystem Science and Sustainability. Dr. Brett Briere, Professor, Department of Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Dr. Eric Toman, Head, Department of Forest and Rangeland Stewardship. Dr. Will Clements, Professor, Department of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Dr. Rick Astor, Head, Department of Geosciences. Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Tillman, Army ROTC. Dr. Thomas Siller, Interim Vice Provost for Undergraduate Affairs. Amy Parsons, President, Colorado State University. Dr. Alonzo Aguirre, Dean, Warner College of Natural Resources. Let us recognize this group. Please take this moment to help me recognize our soloist, Maddie Flanagan, and our quintet, Big Thompson Brass. Let's also take a moment to recognize our ASL interpreters, McKenna Bridges and Kathy Kimball. At this time, I would like to welcome forward Dean Aguirre to welcome you all and to introduce our honored alumnus and invited speaker, Emily Whitehat.
Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Dr. Roca, members of the Platform Party, distinguished faculty members, esteemed guests, and of course, awesome students graduating today. It is fantastic to be here with all of you today. Look at the beautiful day we enjoy. No snow yet, but we'll get it. This event gives us the opportunity to honor your hard work and dedicating during your time at Warner College. You are all part of a unique generation that represents the best of what we are seeing in our future. Brilliant professionals with new, fresh perspectives in the complexity of natural resource management and conservation, and the skills you need to develop to make a difference in our planet's future. Whatever your future professional and career paths will lead you as scientists, foresters, park rangers, planners, policymakers, communicators, teachers, veterinarians, and in your roles in community members. I want you to remember that you can make a difference and change people's attitudes towards how we perceive our environment. Each of you graduating today follow a unique path to arrive to CSU. And in many ways, you also took your own trail through your degree program. Many of you came straight from high school, others transferred from community colleges, or others from universities. Some of you served in the military before coming to CSU to get your college degree, and we thank you for your service. Over 5% of our students at Warner College are veterans, the highest proportion in any college at CSU. Some of you join us from families whose parents and grandparents attended CSU. Some of you are the first in your family to attend college. Roughly 1/4 of the students in Warner College are the first in their families to attend college. I can tell you by experience, I happen to be first-gen American and first-gen college graduate. That the journey we're taking is transformational, not only for us, but only for our families and our communities as well. All of you graduating today are about to become leaders in natural resources, from geosciences to human dimensions, and from wildlife conservation to forest management, focus on ecosystems and sustainability. All of you will make important impacts in the state, in the country, and across the planet. There are 3 very important groups of people that were instrumental in the journey that I would like to recognize today. Actually, your journey, right? The first is your fellow students in Warner College, who share the journey with you, stress with you, learn besides you, and travel through all your adventures here at CSU. Many of those people move from being strangers to being friends and colleagues. Indeed, some of those former strangers will be closest friends for the rest of your life. Graduating students, I invite you to say thanks to the friends sitting beside you and give them a high five. The second group I'd like to recognize is the amazing faculty and staff at CSU, a world-class group of scientists, educators, and committed individuals who have shared their knowledge and time to help our students achieve their potential. Will the faculty and staff please stand so we can recognize and thank you for all you do for our students. And the third group is perhaps the most important group. The parents and spouses, friends and siblings, and community of people who lend helping hand when you needed it, who offer congratulations when you achieve good grades and unfinished projects, and who gave you encouragement and hope on days when you needed to reach the finish line. Will the family and friends of our graduates please stand up to be recognized so we can thank you for everything that you have done. Through each of these groups, you will gain not only community and support, but also an important gift: the diversity of experiences and perspectives you were exposed that will be invaluable through your lifetime. This depth of knowledge prepares you to bring a different lens to addressing natural resource issues with anyone and everyone, and made you appreciate the importance of being inclusive in unifying all communities around our shared environment. And this afternoon, we have a great opportunity to gain a bit more perspective as you transition from this part of your relationship with Warner College. I'd like to introduce you our honored guest, Emily Whitehat. Emily Whitehat, JD, Nape Waste Wind, Good Hand Woman, Isasikangu Lakota, Aske Luwipi Teospaye from San Francisco, South Dakota. She's a vice president of programs at the American Indian College Fund, where she supports the implementation of place-based programming to strengthen educational opportunities for Native Americans and tribal colleges and universities. She holds a Juris Doctorate and a Natural Resources Law Certificate from the University of New Mexico School of Law, and a bachelor's degree in forestry with a concentration in forest science and a minor in rangeland ecology from Warner College here at CSU. She also holds an associate degree in Lakota history and culture from Sintec Leska University. Emily enjoyed her college experience at CSU. She was a single mom when she was a student and met great friends at the college, and her advisor, Phil Omi, who she still keeps in touch with today. He was supportive and provided on-campus work opportunities for her. She was the only Native undergrad student in natural resources during her 3.5 years at the college. Think about that. The only one for her whole stay here. There was, at the time, only one American PhD student at that time. This semester, we have 56 undergrad students that are indigenous and enrolled in our college. Her experiences as former firefighter, emergency medical technician, policy researcher, and legal background have all been vital to her work in program development and implementation with tribal nations and tribal colleges using her building capacity approach. In 2015, Emily was recognized by the National Center for American Indian Enterprise Development as one of the Native American 40 Under 40 award recipients. Emily enjoys quilting, bedding, horseback bike riding, and hot yoga. Please welcome Emily in our stage. Here, please.
Hamidakiapi, le happy ki, washte yuhaye, daya wachiankikte. Emily Whitehat machiapi, nahala ko chajeki na pe washtewi, le mie. Iuha chante washtea na pe chuzape. Malakota wia na ashke gluipi tioshbae, na sichangu lakota oyate. Naha pahaska oyanke ksto. Lakota iapi ki waka na midakie. Lakota iapi na wo lakola kichiapi. Uspe mi chichie. Na ohini uspe mi chichie che. Lakota iapi ki tequilapi na hecha. Hello and good evening, relatives. It's good to see you. I address everyone I meet in Lakota as relatives because Lakota literally means neighbor. I started in the Lakota language to call on my ancestors and to ground in my identity as a Sichangu Lakota woman from the Ashke Gluipi Tioshpai, which means that we wrap our hair in defiance. I am Emily Whitehat, and my Lakota name is Good Hand Woman. I'm a Lakota woman with the inherent right to make decisions over my own body, and my pronouns are we, wea, she, her, and hers. I am a citizen of the Sichangu Lakota Nation, known as the federally recognized tribe as the Rosebud Sioux tribe, and I thank you, Dean Aguirre, for the invitation to share some thoughts today. Congratulations, graduates. Your hard work and commitment has paid off. I thank your family and your friends for their support to you during this time. I arrived at CSU in January of 2001 I was a 24-year-old single mom with a 4-year-old in tow. My son Mark is here on his college break today. We spent 3.5 years on this campus, and it was great. I met my best friend Brian, who later became a Navy SEAL. My lifelong friends Jody, Ben, Yumi, and Floyd at the Colorado Mountain campus. I found community in my friends here, as well as a sense of belonging. As a 24-year-old non-traditional student, I listened to my sister, who was younger than me and had completed college before me, and said, "Don't take one of those backpacks on wheels, because they're just gonna know you're old." I also still remember the day I asked my lab partner in chemistry if I was the only person who wasn't 18 in the class. It took me like halfway through the semester to get there, to realize that. But as a Lakota woman, I wake up every day fighting for the visibility of my people in this world. As long as I can remember, I've wanted to make this world a better place for Indigenous children, for Lakota children. Through my Lakota worldview, I value our virtue of Wodakie, which means kinship, and I try every day to be a good relative. My access to educational opportunities has impacted and shaped my zuya, my life's journey. I've had a varied yet fascinating career. I started as a firefighter, as you heard before, an emergency medical technician, and I moved through many other roles that I had an interest in. And when I got tired and bored, I moved on. But all of those roles were also focused on bringing visibility to Indigenous people. And they gave me an opportunity to serve my community, the community that I was in. And through those experiences, I had to learn to try things that scared me. Because when you fall and when you fail, it's okay. You get back up, and that's what I did. And I tried again and moved on to different things. It's never been lost on me that because of my education, that I have access and privilege to places and spaces. And I use that to bring my voice and bring awareness to my relatives and to Indigenous people and other populations often ignored. I hope you, as you go out into this next phase in your path, can recognize the privilege and the access that you have because of your education. Pay attention to how women are treated today. Pay attention to the health of our children. And think about how our elders are cared for, because how they are all treated represents the overall health of our communities, more broadly, our country and our world. Do not be the silent, complicit bystander in life. Graduates, you're at an exciting crossroad on your path. Some of you know your purpose, and you will spend the rest of your career doing what you know your purpose is. For many of you, you'll take time over the next few years to explore, maybe even decades, to figure out what your purpose is. And most of you will find that working in the field of the degree that you are receiving today does not fulfill your purpose in life. And that's okay, because ultimately what's most important is your happiness and your service to community. My friend and classmate here at the college, who was the smartest person in my class, Ben, is the best tattoo artist I know. And if you want his number, I'm happy to give it to you. But whichever path you choose, continue to show up and do your best. I hope, though, that as you do that, as you work hard in your future, you take time to reflect and find joy. You take time to be present and acknowledge the small, simple moments in life that bring you peace. And that through all of this, you find and feel a sense of belonging. We are less than a year away from yet another critical election in our time. You heard that 4 years ago. and you're likely going to hear that in another 4 years. This is going to date me, but my favorite line from the TV show The West Wing was Martin Sheen's character. He played President Bartlett. He reminded us that decisions are made by those who show up. Decisions are made by those who show up. Do not acquiesce in the taking of rights. Please, please make sure you are registered to vote and exercise that right to vote. As you move forward in life, know that Indigenous people, the first people of this land since time immemorial, are still here in this country. Know that if you are struggling with depression or mental health, that it is okay to get help. And please get that help, because it does get better. And know that climate change is real. Ampetu kile daya mani ye. Naha wichozani gluha mani pe. Walk well and in good health today. Doksha ake wachian kikte. I will see you again soon. Pilama yape hechetue. Thank you, and that is it.
Thank you, Emily. I now invite Dr. Ricky Frierson, Warner College's Assistant Dean of Diversity and Inclusion, to come forward to recognize our University Honors students and Honor Society initiates.
Hello again. The candidates for University Honors Scholars must complete a program of academic excellence, which includes honors seminars, honors courses in the major, and a senior honors thesis while achieving at least a 3.5 cumulative grade point average, something I never did. All right. These scholar candidates are wearing green regalia, and those who with gold cores are also candidates for graduation with Latin distinction. This semester, we have 8 graduates from the University Honors Program. Will you please stand and remain standing as your name is called? From the Department of Ecosystem Science and Sustainability, Allie Claire. Riley Krudrope. And Laramie Woods. From the Department of Forest and Rangeland Stewardship, Nathan Williams. From the Department of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, Kayla Carpenter. And April Dorset. And from the Department of Human Dimensions of Natural Resources, Kevin McCabe, and Katie Newland. Thank you. Now we will recognize our candidates of distinction for Fall 2023. These graduates symbolize the academic achievements of approximately the upper 10% of today's degree recipients. Under the policy of the Faculty Council, candidates for distinction are determined as follows. Those with the designation of summa cum laude constitutes approximately the top 1% of the class. Those designated as magna cum laude constitute approximately the next 3% of the class. Those designated cum laude constitute approximately the next 6% of the class. The students who have been nominated to these distinctions are wearing gold robes or green robes with gold cords and will be identified separately as they receive their diplomas. Please stand now as a group and be recognized. Additionally, scholastic achievement and professional potential are recognized by various national honor societies. Select members of the 2023 graduating class have been recognized for their achievements through initiation to Xi Sigma Pi. Xi Sigma Pi is the only national honor society which recognizes students in forestry and all natural resource areas. Students who have maintained excellent academic records and who exhibit outstanding potential for success in their specific professional areas are invited to membership. You will recognize these graduates by their green, white, and gold stoles. Would the initiates of Xi Sigma Pi please stand and be recognized? And again, congratulations to all of our honorees and scholars. Thank you.
Our master's and PhD graduates officially received their degrees this morning in a separate ceremony. However, we want to say a special congratulations to those graduates. I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize any first-generation graduates. You are a testament to the power of a land-grant university, and we celebrate your contributions to our community. Will first-generation students and their families please stand and be recognized? At this time, I would like to invite Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Tillman of Colorado State University Army ROTC to the podium to recognize our commissioned graduates.
On behalf of the Army and Air Force Reserve Officer Training Corps here at Colorado State University, I'm deeply honored to share in your commencement ceremony today. Thank you. I would like to extend my congratulations to each of you in the Warner College of Natural Resources on your outstanding accomplishments, and I wish each of you the best in your future endeavors. I am especially honored, though, tonight to be able to introduce to you 3 of our newest military officers for our United States Army. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing as we recognize your accomplishments. Second Lieutenant Adam Parole. Second Lieutenant Parole has earned a Bachelor of Science in Geology. He will begin his career in the United States Army as an infantry officer at Fort Moore, Georgia. Second Lieutenant Quinn Schneider. Lieutenant Parole didn't understand his directions. There you go, good job. Second Lieutenant Schneider earned a Bachelor of Science in Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. He will begin his career in the United States Army as a field artillery officer at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Second Lieutenant Adam Vogt. Second Lieutenant Vogt earned a Bachelor of Science in Fish and Wildlife Conservation Biology. He will begin his career in the United States Army as an armor officer at Fort Moore, Georgia. One more round of applause for these 3. And now you can sit down. At this time, I would also like to recognize the other student veterans graduating today wearing a white stole. Will those of you who have or are currently serving our nation please stand to be recognized? Again, thank you for the time today and for your service to our nation.
Now, I'd like to welcome the 16th President of Colorado State University, Amy Parsons, to share her remarks to the class.
Thank you. Good evening, Rams. And congratulations. It's my honor to start this part of the ceremony, which moves us toward what you're most excited about, I think, the conferral of the degrees. So congratulations, graduates, the whole CSU community, all of your loved ones. We are all here to celebrate you today. Our top priority at CSU is you, student success, to graduate engaged citizens who are ready to contribute to their professions, to work with one another, and to volunteer, to vote, to run for office, and to participate in all facets of civil society. And I look out at you today and have complete confidence that you will do just that. Let your success today remind you of your capacity to achieve difficult goals, and let it embolden you to take on new challenges. Never doubt that you possess everything you need right here to make a profound difference, individually and collectively. Our world needs your ingenuity, your skill, diplomacy, and your compassion. Whether you're in a laboratory, in the field, in the boardroom, around your kitchen table, or out in your community, seize every opportunity to lead with integrity, to plan with intention, and to collaborate with purpose. As the architects of the future, you have the power to innovate and effect positive change. You now share a common bond with all CSU graduates, including me. I once sat right where you were, graduating in Moby Arena from Colorado State University. It doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but I can tell you in the time that's passed from when I sat in your seat to standing up here, that Colorado State University has always been an important part of my story and has always been with me on my journey, and I know that you're gonna find the same thing going forward. CSU is a better place because all of you were here, and you share this bond with all those who came before you and even more students who are going to come after you. This institution will stand with you no matter where you take your future. You're part of a worldwide family of alumni, committed to helping each other succeed, building dreams, and connecting with the next generation of Rams. And now, as a fellow alum, I am excited to join you on your CSU alumni journey. Congratulations again, graduates. We are proud of you, we applaud you, and we couldn't be more excited to know that the future is in your capable hands. Go Rams. Dean Aguirre, please join me at the podium to officially present your graduating class for the conferral of their degrees.
President Parsons, it is my distinct honor to present to you the candidates from Warner College of Natural Resources for the baccalaureate degree. They have completed all requirements for the BS that has been established by the university, the college, and their departments. Will all the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please rise?
Warner College of Natural Resources graduating class of 2023. It is now time for me to confer your degrees. It's my sincere honor to formally declare, on behalf of and with the authority of the Board of Governors of the Colorado State University System, I hereby confer the Bachelor of Science degree upon each of you, together with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. Graduates, you may now move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left. Please join me in congratulating graduates of 2023.
You're coming right back. Would the department marshals please escort the graduates to the front of the stage to receive their diplomas? Would President Parsons, Dean Aguirre, and Dr. Rich Conant please come forward to congratulate our graduates?
The Department of Ecosystem Science and Sustainability. Department Head Rich Conant, please come up. Allie Clare, Ecosystem Science and Sustainability, cum laude. Jenna Nicole Byrne, Ecosystem Science and Sustainability. Elsa Joy Martin, Ecosystem Science and Sustainability, summa cum laude. Bronwyn Madison Agate Carasella, Ecosystem Science and Sustainability. Amelia Jude Lesnick, Ecosystem Science and Sustainability. Riley Addison Cruda, Ecosystem Science and Sustainability, summa cum laude. Hannah Nicole Halsey, Ecosystem Science and Sustainability. Laramie G. Woods, Ecosystem Science and Sustainability, cum laude. John M. Conboy, Ecosystem Science and Sustainability. William John Plomer, Ecosystem Science and Sustainability. John Brendan White, Ecosystem Science and Sustainability. Amanda Taylor Elvins, Ecosystem Science and Sustainability. Abby Lila Cho, Ecosystem Science and Sustainability. Curran Michael Jetmore, Ecosystem Science and Sustainability. Daniel Dominguez Vidal, Ecosystem Science and Sustainability. Anna Elizabeth Cole, Ecosystem Science and Sustainability. Mitchell S. Diederichs, Ecosystem Science and Sustainability. Jacob Felix Ladau, Ecosystem Science, or Watershed Science, sorry. The Department of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation. Department Representative William Clements. Andrea Margaret Emily Russell, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Kelly Ann Clements, Fish, Wildlife, Conservation Biology. Grace Noel Lancanfora, Fish, Wildlife, Conservation Biology. Seth Allen Limegruber, Fish, Wildlife, Conservation Biology. Preston Ethan Lim, Fish, Wildlife, Conservation Biology. Brian J. McCarthy Ziak, Fish, Wildlife, Conservation Biology. Adam Michael Vogt, Fish, Wildlife, Conservation Biology. Griffin James Payne, Fish, Wildlife, Conservation Biology. Tyler Hilverding, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Amber Kaylee Cruz, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Jack M. Moraoka, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Matthew G. Haynes, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Kyle Robert Schleicher, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Thomas Patrick Kearney, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Kara Kathleen Knight, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Zachary Gordon Campbell, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. April Nicole Dossett, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Preston D. Young, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Ella Stankevich, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Kyla Ann Carpenter, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Benjamin Paul Babu, Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. The Department of Forest and Rangeland Stewardship. Will Department Head Eric Toman please come up? Parker David Waterman, Restoration Ecology. Connor James Wilson, Natural Resources Management. Ian Richardson, Natural Resources Management. Abigail Jean Rios, Natural Resource Management, cum laude. Grant William Musgrave, Restoration Ecology. Chloe Michelle Doyle, Restoration Ecology. Alan S. Wilson, Forest and Rangeland Stewardship. Travis Lee Jackson, Fire and Emergency Services Administration. Jack Ryan, Natural Resource Management. Samuel D. Wilson, Natural Resources Management. Bailey Elizabeth Ellis, Natural Resources Management. Mitch W. Long, Forest and Rangeland Stewardship. Christopher Moss, Forest and Rangeland Stewardship. Wyatt Lee Smith, Forest and Rangeland Stewardship. Nathaniel River Coulter, Forest and Rangeland Stewardship. Thomas Allen Bolke, Forest and Rangeland Stewardship. Nathan Williams, Forest and Rangeland Stewardship. Sean Matthew McLennan, Forest and Rangeland Stewardship. Gregory James Paff, Restoration Ecology. Megan Mackenzie Leby, Restoration Ecology. Robert L. Gatton, Forest and Rangeland Stewardship. Reagan Michaela Cates, Natural Resources Management. The Department of Geosciences. Will Department Head Rick Astor please come up? Adam F. Parole, Geology. Bradley W. Streets, Geology. Trinity Helen Gillette, Geology. Hayden Solo Judy, Geology. Colby Glenn Carlson, Geology. Madeline R. Ferguson, Geology, cum laude. Zoe Alexis Bauerschmidt, Geology. Rocco M. Philweber, Geology. The Department of Human Dimensions and Natural Resources. Will Department Representative Brett Briere please come up? Bryce Halen Patterson, Natural Resource Tourism. Janet A. Doherty, Natural Resource Tourism. Sally Ray Gallup, Natural Resource Tourism. Anna Marie Canavan, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Peyton Ann Cummings, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Anna Delaney Cly, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Chanel Sierra Goins, Natural Resource Tourism. Molly Ava Gilman, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Quinn Owen Schneider, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Lily Marie Higgins, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Rebecca Ruth Motes, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources, summa cum laude. Roxy Elizabeth Peck Stryker, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Diana Giselle Escapida, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Blake Michaela Smith, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Katrina Elizabeth Ann Hendershot, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources. Grant Borschelt, Natural Resource Tourism. Alexis Paige Tucker, Natural Resource Tourism. Emily Elise Bates, Natural Resource Tourism, summa cum laude. Kevin Marie McCabe, Natural Resource Tourism. Maxwell Gilreath Spencer, Natural Resource Tourism. Brett Muller, Natural Resource Tourism. Justin Michael Romero, Natural Resource Tourism. Catherine Scout Newland, Human Dimensions of Natural Resources, magna cum laude.
Congratulations to our newest Warner College alumni. At this time, I would like to invite to the podium Ms. Katie Newland, graduating senior, Department of Human Dimensions of Natural Resources, to deliver the graduating senior address.
You got this. Hey y'all, my name is Katie Scout Newland. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak with y'all today. I'm graduating with a Bachelor of Science, like many of you, in Human Dimensions of Natural Resources with a minor in Conservation Biology, and am beyond proud to call you my peers and to have called Warner College a home with y'all these past few years. Class of Fall 2023, congratulations. Really, you rocked it. We made it through and have achieved something beyond great, a degree. But that's not the only thing we've accomplished here at the Warner College. We've made friends, met mentors, sat next to really fun classmates every once in a while, and you learned about the natural world. You've left a mark on the Warner College. Maybe you made your mark here by helping a classmate with their ArcGIS map, helping a friend collect a water sample for their geology lab at the Poudre River, or by asking one of those deep questions in class that blows everyone away. I know here in the Warner College that happens often, and you're caught after class in the hall discussing it with your peers and your professors. Shout out to Anna Lavoie. I swear your classes always made us do that. It was awesome. Personally, I know I've been impacted by y'all in the Warner College. My pal Katya helped me to figure out how to fill out nonprofit forms. Brett, I'm still not 100% sure, but I'm getting there. Noah showed me how to be confident when talking in front of a class. He always made it look easy. I know y'all always know those people. Abrao inspired me to try out research in undergrad, something I had never considered before. Peyton, a fellow member of fraternity sorority life here at CSU, demonstrated how to be kind in an academic setting and approach group projects with grace, curiosity, and excitement, rather than conflict and frustration. I know that's a difficult feat for some of us, me included. And my friend Anna helped me to see where I fit in natural resources, being involved with environmental education. Although this may not be for the long term, you've helped me find my place here. At the end of the day, whatever the impact our graduating seniors have had, we are nature-loving, tree-hugging, ever-learning, Chaco or cow boot wearing, Nalgene carrying, strong, capable, intelligent people. And I'm so proud to call you my peers. As we cross the stage today, we're not ending our time in the role of a student. For some of you, this might be more literal than others. Maybe you're attending graduate school or entering a research role. Maybe you are searching for your next big step in the field or even starting a new career. Congratulations, that's awesome. No matter where we end up after graduation though, we can still be lifelong learners and continue to be a CSU RAM through our actions and values. I know we hear this a lot from advisors and other mentors on campus, but I think they might be onto something. If I had to pick the greatest takeaway from my time in the Warner College in HD&R, it's that we have all had different experiences, and this can be an epic strength if we seek to learn more about each other's ways of seeing issues and opportunities. This kind of applies both in the classroom and outside. This is quite literally something we see every day on the walls here at CSU. I'm sure you all have seen the CSU Principles of Community posters. I learned the other day, I think they're in almost every room on campus. That's pretty cool. On that, it says that we, as RAMs, act with integrity and mutual respect towards ourselves and others. I believe that a diverse understanding and appreciation of each other's knowledge is something tied very close to this value and is something specifically important to our graduating class. I've even had classmates tell me that they wanted me to include that in this speech, which I think shows you how much we truly do care and want to learn more about the understanding of diversity, equity, inclusion, integrity, and respect for ourselves and others here in HD&R and the whole Warner College. Shout out to Diana and Anna for that. I loved sitting with y'all in Dr. Lavoie's class. Okay, I know that was all kind of sentimental and deep, so I wanted to do something a little more lighthearted that hopefully helps us end our time in the Warner College on a fun, not too serious note. It's likely that you don't know everyone you're sitting with. I know as much as we can try, it's difficult to meet everyone in a big college. So I think now is as good of time as ever to get to know each other just a little bit more. My fellow Warner Rams, please raise your hand or make some noise if you have a favorite study spot on campus. Okay, now what if, raise your hand if your favorite study spot is in the Warner College building. I don't know about you guys, but the plant wall, get the desk next to it. How about if you've had a class in Sherwood Forest on campus? What if you've fallen asleep in Sherwood Forest? Okay, I know some of you have to raise your hands for this. What if you've made a map in the ArcGIS labs? What if you've cried making a map in the GIS labs? All right, this one's a little more serious. If your academic plan was absolutely saved by your advisor. Thank you, Jackie. And then to end it on a light note, if you've gone to a CSU football game. All right, but have you been to a CSU football game where CSU won? Raise your hand. Okay. All jokes aside, I feel completely honored to stand before you today, sharing my experiences at CSU, and I hope you're able to reflect a little bit as well. As we go forward, I hope we can carry with us the powerful wisdom that we've gained from our professors, advisors, and the scholarly works we've read throughout our time here at CSU. I'd like to finish today by sharing with you a quote that I believe captures the spirit of this graduating class. I first read this quote earlier this semester while sitting in class next to several of you in the forestry building. Dr. Lavoie was speaking very highly of a new poet that I had never heard of, but I know will have an impact on me and hopefully you as well. In 2018, environmental scholar and poet Simon Ortiz wrote, "The natural context of land, in a sense, encloses us, so that we are close to one another, skin to sand and stone, skin to water, whether river, spring, rain, or ocean, and grass and flowers to skin, tumbleweeds, cactus, yucca to skin, different looking, of course, from each other, but close in partnership, mentorship, relationships, and collaboration within the desert, plateau, and all. Nature is our context, so we don't usually question it. However, we may not always be in agreement with it, but our relationship to it as students and as individuals is unquestionable." Thank you to our family, friends, CSU community, and everyone who has supported the fall 2020 class of Warner College. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie. That was really fun. And that was a wonderful address, well delivered. Would Dean Aguirre now please come forward to provide our closing remarks?
Thank you, Monique. It's really a wonderful afternoon to be here with you celebrating. You all must be so proud and excited. Let's have another round of applause for all of our wonderful Warner Rams graduating today. You are part of a generation that's passionate, creative, committed, and with the intellect that makes me confident that you will dig in, roll up your sleeves, and make the world a better place for everyone, for all species on Earth and the future generations. You will make a difference moment to moment, day to day, and year to year to transform our society to build a more sustainable, equitable, and compassionate world. I believe you can and must take advantage of these opportunities to act now and contribute to these important challenges. Your generation is ready to implement transformative change, apply nature-based solutions, and break down disciplinary silos of knowledge. When I began my tenure as dean 3 semesters ago, we embarked on a process to update the college strategic plan, New Heights of Impact, just released 2 weeks ago. With your help, we created a new vision, mission, and goals for the college that emphasizes the need for transdisciplinary solutions to wicked environmental problems you're going to address in your future. We have created the means now to help break down disciplinary silos. We have at the college and across the university ways to find hope and see you go down in your own perspective careers. We are prioritizing our commitment to experiential education and elevating our work on the international stage, building upon our long-standing legacies in these areas. We are addressing the growing need to diversify our programs and create inclusive environments for everyone so that we can engage all peoples, all communities in environmental and natural resources science and management. We will continue to foster organizational health and culture by providing an exceptional, positive, supportive, and fulfilling place to learn and work, and cultivate and grow crucial resources. We would not have been able to create this exciting new plan for our future without your engagement. So thank you, all of you, for getting involved. A testament that you can do attitude and interest in engaging. For example, more than 100 of our students show up to give their insights multiple times during the planning process. Thank you for your help and shape the plan that will take Warner College to new heights and impacts. It's been an incredible honor and great pleasure to serve as your dean. Thank you so much for being part of Warner College and for all you have done to make this an amazing place. We are so proud of you, of everything that you are, and all the things that will become. Please stay connected with us, engage, join to the Alumni Association, and carry your RAM pride forward for the rest of your lives. I wish you success and fulfillment as you travel forward toward your next milestone. Keep in touch and you find your successes. We love to hear about them. Have a terrific journey forward, a great evening, and a wonderful life. Go Warner Rams. Thank you.
Let us now please stand and join Maddie Flanagan in singing the Colorado State University alma mater.
Hail to thee, our alma mater, Colorado State. Memories are everlasting of this place so great. May thy green and gold unite us, loyal ever be. Colorado State, our alma mater, hail, all hail to thee.
Congratulations again to our graduates, and thank you all for joining us this afternoon. Families and guests, please remain seated as the platform party, faculty, and graduates exit. Graduates, please follow your department marshal back to the auxiliary gym. You can meet your guests outside at the Moby Area North entrance. This concludes our ceremony.